Hey, this is John and Andrea and Ariana. Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
This is not Halloween. We are dressed up like beekeepers because we're keeping bees. And today we're gonna rob some honey. So let's go.
Yay!
Don't talk through that, you'll strain your voice. This is the hive. We worked on this one yesterday. We worked on this one. The bottom is where the bees lay eggs, raise brood, and everything else on top is called a super. So I guess the one at the top is a super duper. And there's 4 layers. They only need a couple of layers, so we're gonna steal one.
Yeah, so this top one is filled with honey. These 2 are filled with honey. This is probably honey part brood, and this is brood.
Yes.
And the queen is in these bottom 2 somewhere making all our babies.
Yes. So lift it and let's see what mysteries hold inside.
Okay, let's see if I can lift this off. Yes, I can.
These are somewhat aggressive bees
Oh.
to us. They don't like us, and they certainly don't like us stealing their honey.
Even our calm bees do not like stealing honey, so...
You've got a wedgie tool.
Yes. And no matter what, even though I'm fully dressed, it still is kind of nerve-wracking because I don't want to hurt anybody. So I'm trying to...
And yet they want to hurt you.
I know they want to hurt me, so...
So each one of these frames is where they're building the comb and filling it with honey.
No.
Nectar that they find. And this is what they would use to stay alive over the winter.
But they've got a lot of it. So
again, they've probably got twice what they need. We're just taking one of these. Okay, so we're going to start peeling these off, putting them in another frame so we can take it away. Get a frame right there, and then we can take it in and extract the honey. So we're going to use a little smoke to calm them down and make them go down, because we don't want to take any bees inside with us, and we don't want any to sting the happy wife. So this is the smoker. All I've done is I've loaded it with dried corn husks out of the field. You can use anything that burns, is fine. And then this, of course, is a baffle, and then there's a little intake down here. So all I'm gonna do is just take a lighter. I'm gonna get it to burn, and then get it going. Once it's burning, and just cap it, and it starts to smolder. There you go, the smoker.
So I'm pretty protected right now, but still, they've gotten me through my glove before. Now, okay, this, don't set it down. That's cool. Now, let me grab the brush.
See all the bees?
Okay, guys, you gotta go down.
She's going to brush them off.
I do not like this. Down you go. Down, down. Oh. That is uncapped honey right in their cells. I can see it.
Yeah, this is what is called uncapped honey. And it just means that they put honey in there. They built this sort of at an angle, and it's not running out. But once it gets full, they would cap it. We expect this on the ends because they kind of start in the middle and start building out. They're going to fight like crazy to get back in there and continue their job. Now this is capped.
Put it back over. I can get them in there, honey.
You can see that's all got caps on it. So to get the honey out, we have to just scrape the caps off. And then we have an extractor that will spin it in. I'm going to come over here and put it in this box. Finished taking out all the frames. We loosened up the box, and we're just kind of cleaning out any comb that shouldn't be there. they're a little confused. What happened to my box? I'll give them back their comb.
So they recollect this honeycomb down there?
They'll recollect honey out of the comb. They'll use the comb. Yeah. So we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it.
A stack of new frames, actually. So we're gonna just place this on top. We got the hives. The guy had drilled holes so they didn't have to go all the way up to deposit. But with winter coming, we want to go ahead and plug these holes. And these are just corks, blind corks. All right, now that we got the honey out, it's time to go and extract it. These are some angry bees. Yeah, look at them. So now we've got the frames inside the house, and we're going to get the honey out. So here are the frames.
They are very heavy.
Each of them weigh probably 5 to 6 pounds. So we have this contraption, which is a tub with a hole and a grate sitting on another tub. We're uncapping the honey, and then the excess is going to drip down there, and we'll get that later. So this is a serrated knife. Serrated knife. And I'm just going to work it and cut. Some people buy knives that are heated and run through this. And I've not used one of those, but I don't find this to be terribly difficult. All I'm doing is just cutting the top off. Look how dark brown that is. That looks good. So after we get the honey out, we'll give this back to the bees and they will repair it and put more honey in it.
When you get done with your knife, you go back to the ones that were not so easy to get and you just use this little uncapping tool, which you could use everywhere, but if you have a knife, it's much easier to use. So.
And then they build from both sides. I've got to flip it around and do the other side. So there's 8 of these. We did them last night, and the whole thing took about an hour. And that was, it was like everything, uncapping, getting the honey out. They're actually rather soft.
And sticky.
Very sticky. If you don't like being sticky, don't do this. So, this is gonna get loaded into the extractor. So that just fits there, and one fits on the other side, and we give it a spin. It has a handle, this is manual, and then it just turns around. I'm just gonna give it a spin. You can see the honey flying out onto the sides.
And it smells really, really good.
So what I'm gonna do is flip them around. Do the other side, and depending on how heavy they are, we might flip them around again.
Would you say you're doing that about 30 seconds each side or so?
At least 20.
Okay.
No, it's much, much lighter. And
Still glistening.
yeah,
Oh.
but you can see right there, I didn't cap it properly. Uncap it.
And there it is. That's what that capping tool is for. Now you have honey on your hand.
I lick my fingers. By the way, I'm washing my hands about every minute, it seems, because everything is sticky.
Everything is sticky. Yes.
If it ain't sticky now, it's gonna get sticky. So we have spun until we got this full on the bottom, and now I can't spin anymore.
Lift that up. I want to see below.
Okay, this was yesterday's. That is all full. Look how dark that is. That is goldenrod honey. Makes that very, very dark, very tasty. Rich,
Okay.
deep flavor. So I'm going
I'm gonna
to
open up the gate.
unscrew that and open it up. And what is coming out is honey from the source. This is all raw, pure honey. So again, chunks of wax, chunks of bees, anything that might have gotten into the hive.
And it's going through this filter. And so once it goes down into the bottom, it is nothing in it, just the honey.
And it's ready for bottling once it gets through that filter, which will be in the morning. So we're at the final step, which is getting them into the jars. We have poured the honey through a coarse filter, so all the little pieces of wax and pieces of bees stay up here, but the honey's come down and all the good parts have gone down. So we're going to open up this gate valve, and out comes the honey. Look at that.
And it is liquid. There is nothing in there
Yep.
that is chunky at all.
It smells great. Slightly dark color.
We decided to use this pitcher method after thinking, well, that's going to be a mess trying to weigh that from that gate valve.
It's quite heavy because honey is about 1.5 times the weight of water. So we zero the scale out. And then we're going to put 10 ounces of honey in here. See how close I can get. This is all manual. This is what homesteaders do. I don't have any fancy bottling equipment.
Trying to get as close as possible to 10.
Oh, there we go.
And take it off. And then bring it over here. And then lids are all nice and clean. And the seals. And it's tightened on there. And that's it. 10-ounce jar of honey.
That is raw, filtered, unpasteurized, natural honey from our backyard.
Yay!
Looks so good. So that's the journey from the hive to the jar. So thanks for watching, and if you're local, come by and get some honey. It never goes bad, and it's really good for you. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon on the homestead. Bye.
Bye.